Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series between Vila and TBCBM. So far, Vila has fallen behind 1-0 in this series. We'll see what's going to be unfolding here as I do speed things up to the 2-minute mark. Vila spawning as the Green Night Elf at what is once again the top left-hand side of the map. TBCBM has spawned as the purple Undead on the bottom right of Twisted Meadows. This will be full cross spawns as things do get underway, and I am now slowing things down back to that normal one-time speed. It looks as though the Demon Hunter will be making an appearance in this particular matchup here. As you can see, the Demon Hunter now trying to make some quick kills onto some of those, or onto the units here. You can see TBCBM was able to grab the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, so that is a bit of an annoyance. As we take a look down over here, the Troll Shadow Priest is still trying to steal a bit of experience. Not able to do so. They're very close though. 17 to 24 damage as the Demon Hunter now doing a little bit of chasing down onto that Troll Shadow Priest here. Are we perhaps going to see a bit of damage dealt to the Death Knight as well? That does not seem to be the case. The Troll Shadow Priest no longer has that unholy aura, but will still be able to get away without much of a problem. All right, Death Knight, however, almost stole the kill from the Ogre on the Ogre Warrior there, but the Archer able to finish it off, get that last blow. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter now chasing down the Death Knight. Death Knight now looking to finish off a Wisp there. Not really too much to really talk about or write about here so far, as the Wisp going to be able to make it back inside its base and then make some room inside of this Entangled Gold Mine. Now, Entangled Gold Mine is a very nice place for a Wisp to be, but it is going to be a little bit difficult to dance back and forth. All right, let's take a look back over here. The Demon Hunter now engaging here. The Death Knight now absorbing a bit more damage than he would like. Also, 4 of the Wisp now glad to be able to recharge right inside there. 5 of the Wisp, very well protected inside that base there, as the Skeletal Minion most likely will end up just getting taken down there. Meanwhile, back over here, Ghouls now finishing off this 5-3-3 creep camp away from the Death Knight, as the Death Knight hoping to do a little bit more damage once again. You can take a look. The Archers are doing a lot of damage back to the Skeletal Warrior here. One Skeletal Warrior looks like it will get taken down. Archer definitely healed back up. Demon Hunter now coming across as well as a Skeletal Minion off to the north. Let's take a look here. It looks like there is some room for some maneuvering there, as TBCBM Skeletal Minion will get taken down. Death Knight getting a mana burn, as well as the Demon Hunter decides to back off, doesn't really care, able to regenerate a bit of his mana as he now wanders out across the map with those Boots of Speed and that Staff of Teleportation. Ghouls now wandering all the way back. The Demon Hunter knows that there is going to be an item right there for him to pick up, and that is the danger of trying to creep away from your opponent. The fact that the Death Knight was a little bit closer there. You can see the Death Knight realized, hey, you picked up my gloves of haste, as the Demon Hunter, which is an agility-based hero that has a very high base attack damage, can end up causing problems a little bit later. Now, Demon Hunter looking to finish off this Null Brute here, perhaps denying more experience from that Death Knight. And so far, this is a complete 180 of what we've seen in the previous game, as the Demon Hunter gaining a little bit of traction in this matchup so far. Now, a lot of Ghouls are currently out on the field. We are about at Halls of the Dead. Lich should be making its way out in just a moment. There are a good number of piercing damage units right there, as the Death Knight taking a lot more damage than he would really like to at this point. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter still regenerating hit points, and the fact that the Demon Hunter is not so low on hit points that he has to use Moonwells is a very good thing. He doesn't have to use Moonwell juice to try and replenish the mana on that Demon Hunter that really doesn't need to be there. We are looking at 4 full Moonwells pretty much already, or was that 2 fairly full Moonwells and 2 half full Moonwells already, as the Tree of Ages is now completed. Are we going to be picking up a Naga Sea Witch? No, we are going after a Panda instead. Panda, very good with the breath of fire, and perhaps he saw the sheer number of ghouls out on the field already and thought, you know what, if I can pressure relatively early on with this Panda and get that breath of fire down, things can go extremely well for me. Now, Panda is back off over here. We are going to be seeing a little bit of engagement. Drunken Haze, the first ability. So it looks as though the Panda is not going to be able to use Breath of Fire for quite some time, but it is going to be mitigating a large amount of damage for quite a bit. Now, the Demon Hunter is tanking a fair amount of damage here, and this is going to come as a little bit of a problem in just a moment as the Staff of Teleportation now being used to teleport back home. Demon Hunter is right there, and you can see the skeletal minions are just trying to engage here. This is not going to work out all too well, and Vila really doing a great job trying to micro and keep all of these Wisp in a very good spot. Let's take a look at that. He's been able to micro in and out of those positions relatively quickly as the Panda now sitting at almost level 2. If it does get to level 2 Panda with Breath of Fire and Drunken Haze coupled with the, the Wand Mana Stealing was sold earlier as the Death Knight still sitting at level 1, Lich sitting at level 1 as well as the Archer is going to be trying to get some easy free shots here. All right, Demon Hunter may come across with a mana burn. Are we going to see it? There's a mana burn, and it looks as though the Lich, survives ever so barely again. Damage is still really coming through, though, as the Demon Hunter may be able to get off another mana burn here in just a moment. Wow! The mana burn not enough, down to 17 hit points and still alive and ticking. That did come as a bit of a surprise there as a Troll Berserker was able to finish that off. Panda is sitting at level 2. But the Lich, importantly, stays alive as the Demon Hunter and the Panda miss an opportunity to deal a serious blow early on to the Undead army. Lich now going to be coming across Panda. There's the Drunken Haze. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? That is going to be another big question right there. Everything pretty much missing their target so far. Forest Troll Warlord is no longer missing. Drunken Haze still on those Ogre Warriors as the Panda now with Sobi Mask should be able to perhaps get closer to level 3. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, the Goblin Tinker has been added. So Goblin Tinker coming in from TBCBM. That is a little bit of a head scratcher hero coming across from the Undead side. Not quite sure if that was a mishire. We'll have to see what comes of that in just a little bit later as the Panda now finishing off the Forest Troll Trapper. Demon Hunter now looking to perhaps get a free Obsidian statue. Damage could already be dealt, but the Obsidian statue able to hide and sneak through all the way back. Perhaps take down a Sacrificial Pit while he's at it. Panda is sitting just shy of level 3. May try and clear out this green creep camp here. No, decides not to, as the Panda opting to head back home instead to try and regenerate a bit more hit points. Sacrificial Pit now destroyed. Lich with that Orb of Corruption. Let's take a look. Death Knight sitting at level 2. Goblin Tinker sitting at level 1. And the Lich sitting at level 1 right there. All right. No armor bonus there, even with the Inner Fire, as the Lich getting that -5 armor debuff. Units now in a little bit of a run back here as the Demon Hunter may perhaps try and mana burn some of these key units. Tinker and Lich both very, very high on mana. Very big targets for that mana burn, and really wasn't paying attention to that Death Knight. That Death Knight only had 49 mana. No real reason to burn that there. All right, Demon Hunter now looking to engage. There is a mana burn onto the Goblin Tinker. Goblin Tinker a little bit worse for wear as the Demon Hunter now looking to back off once more. Panda pretty much back up to full. Also has rejuvenation. And with Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, those ghouls will not be lasting very long. All right, Goblin Pocket Factory, there is a mana burn right there. Things are turning around once more. The Demon Hunter taking in a little bit more damage than it would like. Will Staff of Teleportation back home. There it goes. Gonna pick up some Moonwells, perhaps even, yes, pick up a Staff of Preservation, which will be given most likely to that Panda for that all-important teleport trick that so many Night Elf players are known for. Forest Troll Warlord gonna get finished off. Pendant of Mana now being dropped for that Death Knight, maybe given to the Lich a little bit later. As you can see, just a slow poison already being added. Those Dryads do have to be careful, though, as we see a quick Abolish magic onto the Ogre Magi. Not quite sure what that was about. Perhaps they should be engaging right there. Meanwhile, you can see that the Demon Hunter is in position, gets off another mana burn, and now looking to finish off the Pocket Factory here. Clockwork Goblins do explode on death, so even in their death, they will cause a bit of problems. Meanwhile, back down over here, you see a Ninja expansion was established. Not too much gold has been pulled out already, but the Demon Hunter now taking in a little bit more damage than perhaps he would like. There is a Druid of the Claw ready to take care of that, though. Dryads now looking to put pressure over here to the bottom right. TBCBM unaware of that Ninja expansion. 48 over 60, 1,200 gold sitting in the bank, but he is not yet at Tree of Eternity, so we are not going to be going into a lot of... Or wait, he is at Tree of Eternity. So Tree of Eternity, yeah, chaining up Wisp, but that is why the bears are there. All right, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire already quickly coming across. Panda is in position. Scroll of Town Portal now coming across the other way. Are we going to perhaps get enough units away? No, some of those units were not engaged in the back, and now that is a definite problem once again. All right, Panda now trying to engage right there. There is another mana burn. Breath of Fire, that Drunken Haze still causing problems as the Destroyers are now finishing off unit after unit. Panda may be able to get off another Breath of Fire here in just a moment. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire there? Yes, there's a Staff of Preservation. A bear is now in that back corner. It looks like it will get taken down. Yes, it does get taken down. Didn't even bother to try to heal itself at all. As you can see, the Destroyer down to 189 hit points now going trying to run as well. All right, so far the Demon Hunter going to chase down that Destroyer down to 48 hit points and dropping as ghouls are now getting taken down. Dryads now trying to pull back away once again. You can see archers and the remaining units here. If these air units, anti-air units, were around and did not end up being left behind with the Scroll of Town Portal, things could be very different there, as the Destroyer does end up getting taken down there. We do see that there is Frost Worms as well. 49 over 70 supply, as the Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Panda will be getting to level 4, and we are still sitting at 48 over 70 supply. Plenty of gold. 3 minutes worth currently banked up as he finally goes into low upkeep. Now, what's going to be happening here? Death Knight, now sitting at level 3, does have True Shot aura. Most likely will be given to that Lich. Lich getting in a little bit of additional damage there. Crypt Fiends now being added as well. Goblin Tinker, a frontline hero with a fair amount of hit points there, as both sides are now looking to lick and recover their wounds. There is a Shade off over here, and the Shade is expecting an expansion, but doesn't know exactly where it is. You're keeping track of this expansion, or this Shade now, but a good amount of gold has already been pulled out. About 1,500 gold that has been mining for about 2.5 minutes. The Shade is still scouting out, trying to figure out what advantage, if any, was really taken. 2,000 gold was taken out from that gold mine. So that is, and still counting, as the Shade finally gonna find that corner in just a moment and realize with a slap to the forehead how long that has been mining. All right, yeah. Right there, already at 2,500 gold pretty much being mined out of that gold mine there. Demon Hunter now going to be teleporting away. Let's see what will be happening next. Death Knight, not quite sure where to go here. One Shade now making its way all the way back over. Goblin Zeppelin being brought over as well. It looks like they are just going to get straight up picked up here and now be made over here in just a moment. There are hippogriffs being added as well, so that is going to be an interesting choice. Perhaps hippogriff riders will be added, and as long as you mount and dismount, you can be very effective, especially at taking down those destroyers. All right, the anti-air units now making across. We could be seeing a play into that bottom right corner. No, setting up and attempting to take down the island expansion here. The problem is that red dragon is in fact immune to magic damage, even though it does have heavy armor. Level 10 creeps all are immune to magic, so that is the reason why the destroyers and the frostworms are not going after that. The only thing that can really attack it is the Death Knight with that Orb of Corruption and that Lich, and that is the big issue there, as a Scroll of Town Portal now coming across here. All right, straight up drop inside the base. There's a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get get away, and it looks like, yes, those units will be able to retreat after 2 acolytes quickly taken out. So far, a Crypt Fiend ending up getting slowly digested over time. Yes, red dragons do end up devouring a unit, as a tree of life is also being established over here on the top right. Now, this gold mine, 3,500 gold, pretty much has been mined out already, and it will be a bit of a distraction here. Pocket Factory now coming into play as well. Tree of Life pretty much knows that the time is up, the gig is up, all of that free gold already played a very big part, as we're looking at 73 over 80 compared to 62 over 70. That expansion definitely worth its time there, as it is buying time to do a little bit more creeping off target. Panda now getting very close to level 5 as well, and also has a Talisman of Evasion, so short of starting to see some critical strikes, we won't know if it is Drunken Brawler or level 2 of Drunken Haze. So far, 3 Hippogriffs though in the air. 1 expansion over here on the top right that has yet to be scouted out. Wisp still down over here, as this expansion now going to get cleared up. Panda will actually, I'm not quite sure. There is the Ogre Magi was removed off of this target, so he may just have enough experience to get to level Ogre Lord, get to level 5. He might be shy, actually. Yeah, I think he's going to be shy by about 20 experience, as a Tome of Strength will be picked up by the Panda. Back across off over here, Crypt Fiends now finishing off that red dragon, the Bone Frostworms, and the Destroyer, just looking at that target, not quite sure what he can really do. It looks like he's not even bothering to attack at all. So web causing a bit of problems there, as just chain webbing that red dragon will finish off the unit. An Acolyte now being summoned down, haunt that gold mine, and perhaps summon a Necropolis Potion of Divinity onto that Death Knight. Full 25 seconds of invulnerability that could quickly turn things around, as the Hippogriff currently has 2-1 upgrades, and this is going to be a very close fight. All right, let's go ahead and figure out what that meat wagon is up to. That meat wagon pretty much dead meat right there. Scroll of Town Portal quickly in order to get away. Demon Hunter in trouble. Potion of Healing not needed, as he was able to teleport away just in time. There's that Necropolis. There's that Haunted Goldmine. Shade has spotted this expansion, has not yet spotted this one, as there is still a Wisp down over here who could try and build a ninja expansion once more. Hippogriffs still out in the air. You can take a look at this. Frostworms ready to go. There is that Lich right there. And without the Panda for Breath of Fire to deal with those Hippogriffs, even with the Frost Nova from that Lich, I don't think it's going to be enough to melt down those Hippogriffs before the Destroyers and Frostworms are taken out. Yes, there are Crypt Fiends in play. That could make a very big difference, as well as we are taking a look at double expansions. And yeah, triple expansions now coming underway. We are going to see that getting canceled, and a quick detonation once more. All right, Goblin Zeppelin sees that this expansion has been cleared out and is going to start building an Ancient Protector right there. That is absolutely hilarious. The Haunted Goldmine should be able to spot that, as it is line of sight. Meanwhile, back across over here, Scroll of Town Portal, Death Knight now trying to get away. Hippogriffs trying to finish off some units. Little bit of superficial damage, as this last Rock Golem creep camp will get taken out. Panda already at level 5. Demon Hunter. Panda should probably back off to give that Demon Hunter. Well, never mind. Tome of Experience will change all of that right there. Actually, no, he will just be... Do not leave a Tome of Experience. Do not leave a Tome of Experience. Thank you. True Shot Aura, however, being left behind. The Panda gonna go... No, come on, pick that up. It's right there. I just have an army of Dryads and Archers. Why would you ever want True Shot Aura? All right, Ancient Protector nearly ready to go. And that is going to be hilarious. Meanwhile, off over here, Death Knight now getting stunned across, as we see a quick clearing right there, 90 over 90. And here is the attack. That Ancient Protector getting in some easy damage. Off over here, that Acolyte going to be taking that damage and still taking damage right there. All right, that's not going to be good for this location for very long. Staff of Teleportation, Goblin Tinker, Pocket Factory now in play. as the Ancient Protector will get taken down. It looks as though, however, 1 or 2 Acolytes could perhaps get taken out. There goes one. Coming across back over here, Demon Hunter still seen at level 4. Yeah, if that Demon Hunter was able to get to level 5 earlier, would not be needing to clear out the remains of this creep camp here. Panda still sticking around, stealing a bit of experience, and wow, come on. All right. Now, if the Undead does make a critical play to get back into this game because of these corner creep camps, that is going to really end up being a problem. Back down over here, Goblin Tinker is not going to be able to join in on the fight for quite some time. Tomb of Relics now getting focused down here. Where are those Hippogriffs? Hippogriffs are still all across to the side as the Panda is going to go ahead and finish them off. True Shot Aura would be beneficial right now if only he picked it up. All right, let's go ahead and finish off some of these things right here. It looks as though, yes, 1 Acolyte, 2 Acolyte going to be taken down. There is the bird and the Hippogriffs quickly making their way over, trying to finish off so many units. And wow, with the Hippogriffs so close together towards their anti-air target, that is pretty much going to be game. The Demon Hunter and the Panda pretty much just absolutely wrecking everything right there, and that is going to be the GG. The Demon Hunter still with a potion of health. There's another breath of fire as we now go into game number 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.